Hello. Hi. Welcome to Butser. I've got the opportunity today to impart and teach the ancient craft of hedgelaying to a young group from Collier's College. We are fortunate to get some funding from the South Downs National Park to lay 1/4 kilometre this winter. So it's quite a feat, but it will look really stunning on the landscape. Hedgerows came about originally as a way of stock proofing. Back in the Saxon period, they didn't have barbed wire, so their only means of stock proofing a field was to use natural hedgerow. There are references to the Anglo-Saxon period where hedges are being managed, either being laid, cut and laid, or coppiced. In fact, the word hedge is an Anglo-Saxon word. This hedge was planted 20 years ago and it's never really been trimmed. And what's resulted is that it's become very leggy, very kind of sparse and gappy in the base, which is not good for wildlife. So the whole idea of laying the hedge is that it thickens it up. Before you make your cut, you need to liberate the pleacher. And what I mean by that is you make sure it's free from any surrounding pleachers. If you don't do that first, you make your cut and then afterwards you find it's hung up. You're doing this and you'll break it off. We cut in at a slight upward angle, as low as we can go, and we go in approximately halfway. The height of the next cut is approximately 4 to 5 of the diameter. 1, 2, 3, 4. The idea is that it will bend here at the thinnest point without breaking. Make a series of incisions up to that point and then join them. Notice my left hand's well out the way. You can see there's too much resistance, that's never going to go. So it's all about taking a little bit more off, check in, bit more, check. Get it to there and you see that's starting to split there. So I'm going to remove a little bit more out of there. You've got to be really patient. So there's a very fine line between it going and it not going. What you get is a living hedge because you've left enough of the xylem and the cambium layer in the pleacher. So that pleacher, once it's laid over, it can carry on living. See, look, that was one pleacher, and you can see what happened. That is still alive. Because can you see the callousing?
Yeah.
It's healed itself. Look along the length of the pleacher, you've got all these vertical shoots going up. And you can see it's in leaf, look. It's alive. And that one there, started off with 1, that's sent up 4.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, you're thickening up the base. At the end of the day, you get a really thick hedge, which is fantastic for stock proofing, but even better, it's really good for wildlife. I think 50% of our birds live in hedgerows. It's really good for yellowhammers, grey partridges, which are in national decline, good for harvest mice, and also it's a great supplier of pollen and nectar for bees, and they're like wildlife corridors.
A hedge that hasn't been touched is very overgrown, particularly at the base. So you can see here that there's lots of thorns, old man's beard, all sorts of what we call brash. Brash is the stuff you remove prior to hedging. So what we'll do is we'll clear it out, and it's quite a lot of material. It's about half the hedge in volume, in order to create an open space and effectively a row of upright stools, which will be hazel, beech or willow.
There are lots of different species in the hedgerow. We've got the beautiful dog rose here. So this will all be cut right back but it will then grow up through the new hedge. We've got hawthorn, not as bright berries as the rose hips, but hawthorn is good for the heart. This is dogwood, and apparently it's called dogwood because it smells a bit. That's the spindle. Now I think it's called spindle because it has very straight branches that they made spindles with. That's the old man's beard. That's not unusual to find that sort of length. You can see how fibrous it is. It can actually bring a hedge down.
You said the diameter times 4, was it? Up.
That could be. It's probably safer to go a bit under, isn't it?
Yeah,
and then if there's a
you've
bit
got
left,
it
then
just
that's
right.
fine. There was something he mentioned to do before that I've just remembered.
Oh,
he said check if it's liberated, but
Liberated.
he never explained what that exactly meant.
Make
But
sure it's free from all the branches at the top.
that's it. Okay,
Well remembered.
it's a bit tough now.
Yeah. A little bit further to go, then we'll give it a little try and see if it all starts to bend over. Should we try?
I don't know.
Yeah, if you hold the base, and maybe I'll.
Yeah.
It starts to crack. Let me know.
Okay, it's cracking a little bit.
We're worried that when we bend it over, that it's gonna just snap.
Shall I hold the base and then?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna go yet. No. I don't know if that's a good crack or a bad crack.
I feel like the biggest threat is it's too thick, because then it's less likely to bend, isn't it?
I reckon we could just take it a little bit off that side, and then I think it will go over. I'm just going to take this a little bit off.
Nice.
Right.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go. Did it crack?
A little bit, but I think it's okay. Yeah, it's still got enough.
Hey!
Nice one.
Hey!
Yeah, we
We did it. It didn't snap.
Kai, have you just done that?
Yeah.
That's really impressive. Nice cuts, lovely hinge left. I couldn't have done better myself.
Cheers.
They've knuckled down and got on with it, and they've done a really good job, and yeah, they've really got their sleeves rolled up and got stuck into it, and I'm really delighted with today's results. Happy hedge bunnies.